Yeah, Reverend Dr. J.W. Morrison, theologist. Thanks for coming in. Heading to a place called Tawoon Bay on the New South Wales Central Coast. It's raining. Just got a report from my kite coach that the wind's up out there and it's like a lake, so I'm going to give it a go. Something different. I'm on holidays now. Yeah, why not? Don't like that bong, don't drink that drink. Don't like that smoke, don't do it. Don't take the tablets unless they're doctor prescribed, because as soon as you do that, you're done. You're done for the day. You're just a functioning zombie. You're dead to yourself. You've got enough to deal with within yourself in your sinful nature without adding to it chemicals and mind-altering stuff that is just an excuse, most of it, for addiction. You enjoy it. You see, 2023 really, to me, has been the year of the victim predator. They're predators underneath, but they play the victim on the surface. And that justifies the habits, the bad behavior, substances, the addictions, the failed relationships, the being stood up, abandoned. See, the predator becomes the victim. And it's all a means of justification, self-justification for why they're ending up the way they are. And they're ending up the way they are solely because of lifestyle, habits and choices. Many of you think that being on top of your game and doing the mental work and physical work and the sports work and activities and things, many of you think that, you know, that's a boring life. Excuse me. The boring life is when you pull the cone and you're making yourself dead. You're the living dead. When you start having the drink and talking all the rubbish and crap, you're the living dead. And you're undermining yourself. You're deleting yourself. Because you have to be present. You have to be present. 100% present. Or you miss the micro-incremental opportunities that come your way. I'm nearly 58. I think I'm nearly 58, something, in a month or so. And I've been to the gym. It's only early. I've been to the gym. I'm heading out to the ocean now to do some ocean stuff. I've done a couple of hours of psychological work and learning, relationship work. And if you light that cone or take those chemicals, you're done. You're as good as done. You know, Jesus died on the cross and said it's done. See, a lot of you people with your drugs and chemicals and substances and stuff like that, you're trying to be the martyr. You'll, on the one hand, love what you're doing. Oh, love it. Then on the other hand, you'll be the victim martyr. Oh, look at poor little me and how I've ended up, and you know, I'm doing this to myself to help myself from what life's done to me, and none of it was necessary. It's all, you've all brought it on yourselves. And you're done for the day. For that day, you're done. You can change it. You can change the course of your life as soon as you're ready. Whenever you decide, you can change it. You can go, no, I'm not doing this anymore. I've had enough of this, and change it. But that doesn't mean you will. A lot of you people run yourselves into the ground so far. That's why you're dependent on your family members, your children, and your parents. You're all enmeshed because you've programmed yourselves to fail. The only people you can trust are each other, and you're losing. So you're not getting out of the cycle of loss. You're staying in a cycle of loss, harm, no progress. Wrong choices, jealousy, conceitedness, deception, whinging, whining. You're just making life hard. Many of you become zombies, just go mute because you don't know how to. You've just gotten to the point where you can't fix anything. You've justified the dysfunction so much, for so long, that it just wouldn't be right to try and fix anything, because you'd be betraying what you have shared to the people that have trusted you to guide them into the right way of life. You just betrayed all that. You can't, it's going to be a big decision for you to change, but as I've said to people, they'll follow. If you lead the way, there's going to be a panic, there's going to be objections, there's going to be complaints, screaming, yelling, why are you, blah, 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 blah. But they'll follow, because they're not going to want to be left on their own in the mess. And that's why many of you feel like you owe people something, because you've created the mess. That's the truth behind that. If you feel like you owe people something and you actually don't, really all you owe them is an apology for misleading them into the wrong way of life as an influencer, completely misled them and sabotaged their lives, these people that relied on you for the right guidance, and you've completely misled them, misguided them. And now you're seeing the fruit of that, which is just total dependence on parents and things like this. There's some accountability to be taken and responsibility to be taken, but until that's taken, you're all just going to lose. Oh, well, I work, and work means nothing. Work's nothing. It's what is going on at home. What's work? I mean, a lot of these people will tell you money's not important, and they spend most of their life at work, hiding. That's all work is. It's just a little hiding place for you to try and justify yourself that you're on the right track. But go home with these people and they're not on the right track. Far from it. But that's what they've chosen. There's nothing, the only person that can change it is themselves. And unless they choose to do that, they're done. They've gotten as far as they're going to get. They're going to have to pay rent for the rest of their lives, rely on their mothers or fathers or parents for the rest of their lives. The parents will equally rely on them for the rest of their lives. And everybody's done. It's just a done deal. That's it. Not going to change. That's as good as it's going to get. They're just going to smoke more, thinking that smoking's alright. It's not alright. Never was alright. But that's my thing, that's what I do, and that's, you know, I've seen so many people die from that chemical and those substances. If you haven't got the message yet, you definitely need to stop and find out what's wrong with yourself, because, and how you're perceiving yourself, because you're going to die. There's a spirit of death on you. There's no such thing as a spirit of, well, we'll see. When you're sick and lying in hospital and wondering what's happening to you, and you'll know it's from the smoking and the chemicals, and the, you know, could end up with a real serious sexual disease. You're just out of sync with where you need to be. You're nowhere near where you need to be. You need to improve. You need things to get better. You're being left behind. And you've taken people with you and caused them to be left behind as well. Oh yeah, you've got a lot of accountability and responsibility to deal with. Nobody gets away with it. Time's got a way of bringing things to the surface, and it's usually in the negative. It's up to us to do the work and be diligent and consistent to stay safe from it all. Oh yeah. But many of you are done. You've chosen to be, and you've been deceived, and you can turn it around today.